Hello my friends and welcome back to Coffee Tea Paper. My name is Louise and today, it's already the start of July and I feel like I'm so far behind. We've got a couple of spreads, the last two spreads for June to do. I want to move into my new insert for July to December. I've got some happy mail to share with you. So let's start with the happy mail and then we'll come back and get into the journaling decoration. Okay, so just a little bit of mail came in June, which is probably fair enough given the rather copious amount of mail that I received in May, which was absolutely wonderful. I am all caught up, I think, with my replies and yeah, so in June I have received two bits of mail, one from Jessica from the Netherlands and a postcard from my pen pal Serviana, who is actually a local here, but she is traveling the world at the moment, and she very kindly sent me this really fun postcard from London, which is an illustrated map. Now, many of you probably don't know, but in a former life, I actually was a geographic information systems person, which meant that I made maps. And yeah, so I love a good map, and I really like this illustrated map. This is the sort of thing I would love to include in a travel journal, even doing it myself. With little sketches and things, but yeah, really fun. And look, with this umbrellas and bowler hats and a teacup and a teapot and London Bridge, which I do love a bridge as well, and lots of beautiful recognizable buildings of London. So thank you very much for that, Serviana. Now I have a feeling that this one from Jessica has had a bit of a rough trot and may have been held up for a while because it has this new embellishment on it opened by Australia Post for inspection by ABF, which of course stands for Australian Border Forces. So we'll have a look at this one. I've just slit open the side for ease of opening purposes. Ooh! Okay, look at this. This is a letterpress card from Travelers Company. Letterpress printed in Japan. That's so nice. Look at that with the globe and the Traveler's Notebook and coffee beans and a coffee cup. Strum a ukulele and let its eternal melodies captivate you. Wow. Oh, I love this. Thank you, Jess. Okay, I'll just oh, okay, I've got a letter here, so and a few bits and pieces. Oh, and she hasn't actually written in the card. Oh, well, obviously I can't bring myself to use this. This will go up on my wall with my postcard from Serviana, add it to my collection. Okay, well that's lovely. Now just read. Okay, so in June, Jessica was looking forward to attending her very first Cafe Analog journaling meetup. So I'm really looking forward to hearing about that from her, which she said she will give me an update in her next letter, but of course I need to reply. But let's have a little look at some of the goodies that she has sent. Oh, that's so cute. Look, a little memo note, necktie fruit bowl, Oh, that's so nice. And some beautiful paper. Oh, it's almost like a handmade card type paper. That would be so nice for journaling with. And some washi tape and pet samples. Oh, suitcases. That's got to go in my travel stash. And oh, look at these with tea or chocolate or coffee, teacups. They're teacups, maybe some banana bread. Oh, what does that say? Happy birthday. But the suitcase with the teddy. Oh, I'm gonna keep this for my July memory keeping because it's my daughter's birthday and she has a little teddy who always comes traveling, and I think that would be lovely to put aside for that. Another suitcase with a pussycat snuggled up in it. And some lovely girl stickers. So these look like Windry Ramadina artwork. Look at her long plait. I used to have very long hair like that. I don't anymore, but yeah, I used to have it way down there, and because my hair's very thick, it got very heavy, and yeah. And she looks like she's off on some travels. Oh, these are nice. This is like a phases of the moon with some of the months marked. Oh, lovely. And calendar, a nice day. Really nice for layering up. Look at that. Look, this could be a lovely combination right there, couldn't it? Oh wow, and what's these? Oh, I wonder if this is what caused the border inspection, because of course it's metal, so it probably got picked up in a metal detector scenario. These are little like page markers, page arrows. Very nice. And they just sort of slide on your page like that, so you can keep track of like where you're reading or something important, or yeah. Oh, these are lovely. Thanks, Jessica. Oh, that's a really lovely little collection, and how nice was that? That was such a great little flat mail as well, and she's managed to pack in a whole bunch of really nice and thoughtful different pieces of ephemera items that she knows that I will love and enjoy using in my journal as well. And that was in a really nice little flat pack. Thank you so much for that. We'll get on to what we're going to do next, and Jessica, I will send my reply very shortly. I'll try and get it out within the week. Okay, so yes, as you saw, just a couple of happy mails for June, but that's really to be expected given how much mail I got in May. I think I am all up to date with my replies apart from my reply to Jessica for her happy mail, and I also owe Serviana a mail as well, but I will work on that when she is back from all her travels. In the meantime, I want to get started with finishing up this insert. So I was really loving this piece of paper that Jessica sent me, and so I want to start with this and work from there. Yes, this beautiful muted green. And speaking of muted greens, if you haven't seen already, I have a I have a video review of this latest ink, which is being released on the 7th of July from Ferris Wheel Press, and this is called Hampton Harbour Sage, and it is so lovely. This is probably one of the inks I've been most impressed with for quite some time. It is just a beautiful, relaxing, calm, serene green. So check that out. I will leave a link to that video up here. Oh, look at this. I'm almost out. Oh dear. Okay, so because I'm trying to get a few things done in this video today, we might just pop on a bit of music, and if you are doing some catching up or in your journals as well, feel free to go and get your journal set up, and we can just do a bit of working away together, because sometimes that is just such a nice thing to do, and have somebody to journal with, even if they're on a screen in front of you. Oh no, I'd have to do this, wouldn't I? I'm trying to mime like being behind the screen. Yeah, anyway, let's do some music and get on with it. Okay, so we finished this spread, which was week 25, and now it's on to the very last spread in my journal. Wow, and that's it then. That's a bit sad, but I'm also excited to start a new one, a new insert. I can't deny that. So I'm just going to put on my mister, my diffuser, and I've got a new essential oil blend to put in it, and that's been part of my desk renovation so that I can enjoy some nice misty diffuser, or what do you call it, I don't know, atmosphere while I'm working at my desk, and it's really nice. I really like it. So I'll just show you that. Okay, so I really want to use some more of these bits and pieces from Jessica. I like how these are very translucent, so I can actually put them over things and we can still see what is on there. And so I'm thinking maybe something like this. And I didn't end up using any of this tape in my last spread, and so I think I might try. I always struggle a bit with this one because it is quite pale, and I do kind of struggle with where to use this. So I'm going to make a concerted effort and use this one on these pages, and then we'll add in some other stuff and see how we go. So yeah, so I might put this down here. Oh, I wonder if my quickie glue will be good for this. Let's try it and see, because I should be able to get right up to the edge. I don't know how it's going to go on this kind of vellum paper, but we'll just try it and see. Because yeah, I've got a rather pronounced curvature of the spine here in my journal, so it's a bit tricky trying to glue things around that, but that actually looks like it's working very nicely. If the color indication is how quickly it dries, yeah, that's pretty impressive. Okay, let's get this one in. Okay, wow, yeah, you can see it changing color right in front of your eyes. Yeah, and that's glued in really nicely. I am just super impressed with this. I'm having trouble remembering who sent this in a happy mail to Ali, which was where I first saw it, and then I felt compelled to go and buy some to try it out. But if you happen to watch my channel as well as Ali's channel, thank you, because this is awesome stuff. It's fabulous. I can't wait to take it with me. Or when I'm going to take it to our next journal meetup, I think. It'll be perfect for that. And because sadly I've finished my glue, it's just I really have to push down and scrape out to get stuff, but that's okay. Okay, I'm going to cut this out. Okay, so some parts of it are more translucent than others on this tape, so I'm just going to be careful how I place it. Yeah, you just see how sort of pale it is on the page. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to work with. anyone interested in this particular PET tape, I will endeavour to look up the name of it. I'm pretty certain it's alloy design tape, but I cannot tell you right now what the name of it is, but I will look it up and try and remember to link it below. Yeah, but as you can see, it's got a really nice matte finish on these parts. Other parts have a sort of a shiny finish, so yeah, it's quite an interesting tape, but I do sort of find it a little bit tricky to work with, because so you get these big bits like this which don't really look much on the tape, and they're quite pale on the paper as well. Yeah, just a little bit tricky, this one. I need to get out my little origami rubbish bin. I just can't remember where I tidied it. I put it somewhere to tidy and keep it safe. Do you like using diffusers or those misters? I don't know, they have a number of different names. If you do, let me know what your favourite blends are, and if you have a favourite brand. I really like this Perfect Potion brand. It's an Australian one and it's based in Brisbane as well. But yeah, if you have any recommendations, favourite blends, favourite brands, I would really like to hear about it. So let me know in the comments below. I also have, I'll just show you, this one called Walk in the Forest, which is Listen to Nature Pure Essential Oil Blend. So that's a nice one as well. But yeah, I've just got the 2 at the moment, so it would be nice to have a few more to choose from. I can't have any that have basil in it because I'm allergic to basil, and some of the ones which are like focus or you know, concentrate or something along those lines tend to have basil in it, so I just have to be careful of those particular ones. Now you can see I'm adding on, and it still looks quite bare because it's such a minimal PET. Is a little bit tricky to work with. Might do better on blank pages rather than ones that already have lines or a grid or so forth on it. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just meant to be a very subtle one. I could layer over as well, couldn't I? I might try that. Yeah, that gives an interesting effect. I feel I need something down here. I wonder if I laid that over that. Let's give that a go. I've used almost that entire loop on this spread. Okay, I'm just going to keep these last little 2 bits for another project on another day and see what else we can add. I feel like it's missing kind of like a focal point as such. want to do one stamp for the start of July, so I haven't really left myself much space to do that. I'll do that in sand. It's going to be a bit awkward here, but never mind. There we go. Surprisingly, that worked. Okay, and yep. And look, I didn't use any washi tape there. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but nonetheless, I think it's a very subtle spread. This particular tape is quite tricky to use, but I'm quite happy with that. I think it's worked out rather nicely for a very pastel spread. Anyway, we might call it quits there for this video, and I will keep working in my journal, but I will put the next part of setting up my new insert and wrapping up June in another video. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!